Time for me to assemble my skewer. Got all the parts printed. Final bits last night. I've got assembly, the 1.0 instructions, hardware kit from beta testing, but it'll be fine. Hopefully, maybe. Please be fine. Waited so long. The hardware. Or, printed bits. All there. Okay. Let's begin. Assembly. I'm listening to music while doing this, so I hope some of that doesn't bleed through into the microphone. Okay. So I need to get this and the shorter one. This needs one of the 1032 long screws and a hex nut. And so does that lower one, so I'll grab those now. Let me just shove all this stuff off camera for now. There we go. And now let me move my camera to my screen where I can actually watch it being done. There we go. There we go. Okay. That goes in there. This goes in there. Okay. Now I need this, this, and this to go like that. More 1032s go in the holes in this, like a talon claw. Gotcha. Okay, let's do that then. One goes there, one goes there, and one goes there, like that. And then this goes like that. And then, oh, and then this one goes in through there, and then down. There we go. Ooh. I forgot to clean up this print. It has a little bit of crap in that middle hole. I'll just take care of that real quick. Come on. There we go. Much better. I thought that an O-ring was supposed to go inside of this one. I wonder if they have us actually put in the O-ring when we're putting in the barrel, because that's how this retains the barrel. This small screwdriver ain't working for me. Let's get out the big screwdriver. Much better. Okay. So that's like that. And then, is it this bit? Yep. This bit goes there, I suppose. Let's scroll down. Guess that's that for now. Ooh. That fell at the top. There we go. I'll set those aside for now. They have us moving to this. So I need a pin, like this one. I need two 440s, like those. And I need two more 440s for the bottom. Gotcha. Little guy on step 2 helped me find out that those are screws on the bottom. So that goes like that. Now, question is, can I do this before I do the rest of it? It looks like I could, but I don't want to. Orange pieces. Where did I put all my orange pieces? I forgot to set out some of the bits. There's the trigger. There's the T-pole, which I pre-assembled weeks ago when I first printed it. A week ago. There's my sear. And there's my mag release. I think that's everything. Okay, mag release. That goes like that, I bet. Yep, that's like that. No. Ooh. So I put this in and then the screw captures it there, these two screws. Which means that this needs to be facing this way. There we go. Screwdriver. There we go. That's flush. Now I bet that I can tap this so the pin actually gets down in there. And I'll check to see if it's actually in there, or if I'll bend it by putting in the next screw. Nope, I think I got it. Does that help with the lighting of this? I can't tell. Maybe? Oh yeah. Yeah, that's better. Let's keep that on then. Okay. Screw. Into there to capture the other end of the pin. Okay. That's captured. Elastic, I suppose. Tie knots. Okay, I only got one elastic, so I suppose I'm supposed to cut this? Yeah, this is a lot of elastic. Okay, definitely supposed to cut this. Tie a knot, stick it through the hole. Oh yeah, cut. I see the cut. Gotcha. Try to tie this as towards the end as I can. Okay. And then I feed this through there. Like that. It's like sewing. And that goes through. Just had to clean up the end a bit. That goes through there. And then sew it all the way through. Okay, so I tie another knot on this end. So I suppose I'd do that like this. And I walk that knot down. Just kind of jam that in that hole. No. I think I'm going to try tensioning. Does it say to do that? No. Okay. 1 second. Okay. Wait. Undid that knot. Okay. So I'm going to try pulling this. And moving down the knot. And doing that. Yeah, that didn't work. It kind of worked. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. Make sure that knot's tight. Yep. Boom. And this can trim semi-flush. There we go. A little bit of rattle that way, but that way's good. Let's test it with a mag. Actually, does this take? This doesn't take. Yeah, no. This is not a wildcard magwell, just talons. I have plenty of talons. I don't have plenty of talons right next to me. It'll be fine. Maybe. Hopefully. I'll deal with it if it's not. Okay. This bit. Bam. Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. Wham bam. Screw in there. That's nice. Nice and good. Okay. Second screw. Oh, so that sets how far down you can push this with this little lip right here. Smart. Big brain, Taffy. Big brain. I don't think that I have the elastic tight enough. Because it seems like it should be going there, but it's actually sitting there. Can I walk down this knot? Maybe. There we go. Okay. So let's grab that there. So it doesn't slip back through. I didn't think this through. Uh-oh. You know what? We're gonna not listen to the instructions because I fucked up. And we're going to lift this up, stick that under that, pull that like that. Never mind, that didn't work. Balls. Let's try that again. That should work. It's just an overhand knot around a loop. And then back under here. Ah! Taffy, gotta say, not a fan of the elastic instead of the other thing. Okay, hope there's enough of this where he accounted for people that don't listen to the instructions. Or that listen to the instructions but did it incorrectly still somehow. Okay, tied a knot there. Go through this, over that, through that. Okay. That's nice and tight. Like that. Okay, this is where I can probably grab that there and walk this knot down. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Oh, that's much better. Okay. So, Taffy, that might be good. Where, to tie the second knot, you mentioned that you, like, grab that bit with a pair of pliers, pull it up to tension it, walk down the knot, tie it, and then that way it's not loose. Actually, I'm going to Discord him right now. Okay. So, magwell, done. Step 3, grip. Bam, bam. Those 2 bits go together like that. Do they? No, not yet. Maybe not yet. No, I think you're supposed to do it. No. You have to put this through first, because this head right here wouldn't go through that way. Wouldn't go through that way. So it has to be like that. And then like that. I'll put this in the standoff first. Which is how it pivots, just like on a Town Claw or Caliburn. Parts kit. Where? Excuse me, Schlug. Did you short me a 440 standoff? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Slug. Slug, I need to speak to your manager. Surely not this. Yeah, no. This is for something else, obviously. Let's make abundantly sure that there's not one in here. Nope. No 440 standoff. Cool. Okay. Well, I've ordered from Slug before. Let's see if I have a spare. I doubt that I do, but it's worth checking. Not in my most recent Talon Claw order. Is there one in my bucket of other Slug parts? Bag. Whatever. Bag, bucket. Nope. Well, this is a predicament. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to use one of these, which are the screw standoffs that you use in a Talon Claw U or Caliburn U to actually hold the screws in place in the printed parts. These are hexagonal, whatever, instead of circular, like the one that you're supposed to be using for this. But it's better than nothing, I suppose. Does that even fit in this hole? No. I have a solution to this problem. And that's not it. That's not the solution. The solution is make this hole wider somehow. Was that enough? Yeah. Maybe. close. It's very close. That's probably enough. There we go. Okay, widened hole to use. The wrong standoff, because the one that was supposed to be included isn't. Glad that I had these left over. Okay. Ooh. Are these symmetrical or not? It looks like they are not symmetrical. That's slightly offset. Is it? I think that's close enough. You can see. It looks like it's in the middle, but it's like there's a half millimeter off to this side. It's slightly closer to the edge. Yep. Okay. I'll stick it like this, and that's probably good enough. These standoffs are also not as long as the actual one's supposed to be. And the screw holes in this are not the long. The screws don't stick out very far. Ooh, that's a bit sketch. That's a bit tight. Okay, let's move these out a little bit to let this spin semi-freely. There we go. So these are not tight. So I'm going to have to keep those from spinning. Woohoo! Jankiness, my favorite. Okay. Okay, so noodle cord. First, I should put in the trigger in this bit. There. I need a pin and 2 screws. Two screws. And pin. Ah. And then these ones go in through the front. So I'll stick in that one as a backstop for the pin first, and then I'll do that thing again where I tapped it, or where I tapped everything on the desk until it kind of wiggled down the hole. I'm putting in this screw first, and then I'll put in the pin, because this is kind of tight towards the end. Don't know why. It's probably due to the print position. There's some fluff in the back of that hole. Okay, I'll line up the hole there. Pin in. There we go. Okay, that's in like that now. That one's going in a lot easier than the last one did. Still a little bit tight at the end, though. But that's fine. That's fine. There we go. Make sure that one's flush. And there we go. We now have a trigger. Now this goes on there, and then this goes on upside down. Okay. Loosen this a little bit again. Yep, that's good. Like that. Since these are slightly closer together because of the wrong standoff, it doesn't quite want to go over the beaver tail, I suppose that you could call it. If I angle those up, then kind of cram this on there. Not particularly. Okay, what about now? Slightly looser. There we go. Okay, over the thing. And I'll deal with the pivoting in a moment. I just gotta get the rest of this done first. Okay, elastic. Tie a knot here. There we go. And then this goes through the catch and the trigger, or the sear in the trigger. And it goes shloop down that hole. Should be going shloop down that hole. Oh yeah. It's coming out the bottom. But it's bundling up down there. I'll help it. Like that. And then I'll feed it through this hole individually. Oh yeah, it's all frayed at the tip. There we go. Now it's clean. Now this can go through there. Yep. So what does he say there? Tie a knot or add a screw. What does he mean by add a screw? Is that hole the correct size for a screw? I'll add a screw. Because he says that I can do that, and I want to see what he means. And tying a knot on the magwell was painful, so I'm going to do it this way if I can. Stick a screw on there. I guess let's tension it a bit and just kind of jam a screw in there, if that's what he means. Oh yeah, it feels like it's threading, kinda. Oh, wow. Did that capture that? Huh? How about that? How did you manage that, Taffy? That's smart. Big brain. Okay, let's lift that up a bit. Trim. Pull this out a bit. Trim. There we go. Now I think this is extra. I don't think this uses anything else. So I'll put that back in the bag, the rest of the elastic. Okay. These I need to keep there. Okay. That's working. Okay, step 4. Okay, I need long, uncomfortable rods. Come on, long, uncomfortable rods, get off your rubber band. Come on, there we go. I'll stick that in the bag, because I can. Barrel. Don't need it yet, I don't think. The sealing tube for the middle bit. Okay, so these are the 3 long rods according to this. I think this is a slightly older kit version, where the plunger rod wasn't long enough for his liking, but that's fine. I have some spare rods, and I think a caliber and length one, so that might work fine if need be. Okay. Tube. Bam. Let me clean up the edge first. Other edge is mostly already clean, but still some sharpness down there. Okay. Tube. Bam. Done. He included a bottle of Slim Lube in there, which is good. This stuff is awesome. Lube that up. Oh my gosh, the bit of the bottle came off. Okay, I usually lube this on both ends. There we go. Seal that back up. Okay. Tube. Grip. This bit is at the back, so that goes there, I suppose. Okay, so let's start with this, which has that going through the top. So from the picture, it looks like this is sticking out to, like, there. These are presumably sticking in until they hit the orange bit. So I'll do that. Oh, never mind. The orange bit has clear holes in the front. So I'll just make this the same length as the top one. There we go. All 3, same length. Okay. This bit. There we go. And then this bit. With that bit going forwards like that. Like so. Like that. Magwell. Like that. And then this bit with the logo. sure that these are pulled back a bit. Looks like I missed a little bit of print cleanup here. This is very old, very, very old filament. So I'm surprised that printed as well as it did with a design with lots of curvy edges and overhangs and stuff. But still a little bit of cleanup. But it's fine. I'll say the filaments, I suppose. This is Raptor PLA Khaki, which is very old. And it prints at 145C listed on the package, but I do it at 220, and it prints better because at 245 it heat creeps and ruins everything. This is True Green, I think it is, Hatchbox, and then this is Radioactive Orange from Fusion Filament, I believe. I know it's from Fusion Filament. I think it's called Radioactive Orange. Okay, greased tube. Shloop. Right there. And then this bit. Bam. Grip. Make sure that these are aligned in the back. Oh. Oh, can you see that? Okay. Let's get those back ends down there too. Okay. Good. Okay. And then finally this bit. I think goes in like that. Yeah. There we go. Pull that back, pull that back, pull that back. Okay. Next. Okay. Dry fit the rear end cap and adjust the rods by hand twisting them until they protrude as much as possible while still letting the funny shape sit flush with the end cap. Gotcha. The funny shape is the B-nut, which is... Where did I put the B-nut? I know that I printed it. I printed it out of orange. Did I leave it over here in my other pile of orange bits? Hello? B-nut? Where are you at? Well, this is a predicament. Oh, I didn't print it in orange. It's sitting right here. There it is. Whew. Okay. So, protruding as much, but still letting that sit flush. Okay. So, I'll move this one in. Like that. Like that. And then I'll stick... Actually, no, I'm going to look at the instructions, but I'm going to queue up 3 nuts, because this seems like the step that I would do that in. Well, no, we still need to put in the plunger and plunger tube and stuff. Oh, no, it's having me tighten them. Oh, under that bit. Okay, let me read the rest of this. Dry fit the rear end cap and adjust the rods by hand twisting them until they protrude as much as possible, still letting the funny shape sit flush with the end cap. It does that. Okay, I did that. Now I need to tighten under that end cap. There's 3 nuts. There we go. Taffy's smart having people dry fit that right in the instructions. There we go. I want to make sure that this rod doesn't spin, since I just adjusted it, so it was good. Yep. He said tighten these, not loosely fit these, so I shall get a wrench. And tighten these until they're tight. Like that. There we go. No wiggle. Oh yeah, this thing's sturdy. Dang. Nice job, Taffy. I bet that's all of these angles, like here. Right there, and like this one down at the bottom. Like all of these edges in between these things being angled is probably keeping all the forces in line. I'm standing here to fill the empty space. I remember seeing when he added that. That was funny. Oh, wow. Big step. Okay. Time to set that aside. Okay. So, this can also be set aside. I need these bits. Not this. That's the barrel bit. I don't need the... I do need the butt nut. Okay. I can just... This is fine pre-assembled, I believe. And I can just twist it on the end. Okay. So, grease all of the O-rings unless otherwise specified. Grease the rod cover to A, B, C, D. Oh, wow. There's 4 sizes of O-ring here. Really? Wow, there is. Okay. That's a bit funky. Suppose I can get those out. Where's those D-sized ones? Oh, wow, they're in a baggie. Oh, those are different. Oh, gosh. Okay. This is a bit suffering worthy. Okay, you can see these are different from these, and then these are different from these. So, large, medium, small, extra small. Okay, so this one, I know that these go on this because this is the same size as a Town Claw one, I believe. C is the small, not the extra small, so yeah. He wants 2 on the front. I normally just do 1 on my Talon Claw, but I'll listen to Taffy. Bam. And I'll space them apart like in the diagram. Those will get moved by themselves back to not be aligned, but whatever. Okay. Did I forget to do a bit? No, I didn't forget to do that bit. Where did I put it? It's probably still over by my printer. I'll be right back. I was right. It was hiding by my printer. Okay. So, let's continue. So this is an old version of this, I believe. Now he's done like a sunburst version and a version with a washer in front of it, which I said that you should do in the beginning. Okay. So, okay, back to what I was doing. So that goes like there. That's the plunger tube, or the plunger. This, okay, that goes there. And then that's a C. That's one of these. Which goes over this. That's a bit wide and sharp. Oof. Okay. That's over that. This gets an A size, so that's the big one. In that groove. I guess I'll pre-O-ring this while I'm here. No, I'll pre-assemble this plunger. So I can just kind of skewer, haha. So I can just skewer it in. Okay. So these are the super small ones. Like that. Little tiny one. So that goes in there to seal around this. Like that. Okay. And that goes like that. Not gonna tighten them until they crack, because that's bad. I'll tighten them until it's not super loose anymore. Be cool if it would go in the hole. Well, oh, it's slightly misaligned. There we go. Let's try that again. There we go. Now it's going in real good. Eh. Okay. That's assembled. Now this, I need to not grease this, because that just like keeps that in place. Does this go together like that? I think it does. Yes. Wow. Wow, that's gonna be tight. Okay. Am I sure this is, yeah, that's the right direction. Okay. Oh, and it self-sets the height that that's at with those little pegs in there. You can see those little lugs. So that's actually correct. I thought that was too far back. But it has to be correct because there's no other way. Okay. Twist this until the holes line up there. More 440 screws. Okay. Good. Okay. So fuck. A nut was supposed to go in there. So adding an addendum there to make sure that the nut goes in. I'll mark that down. I've marked that down. That should be in the instructions. Come on. Okay. Okay, so that's out there. A nut goes in this. Let me pull back up my view. Yep, you can see this good. Okay, a nut goes in this. Come on, get in there. Flat. There we are. There's a nut in there now. Okay, now we put this bit in and that bit on and screw that in. And now I'll have to go backwards on these screws to make that they're lined up with the holes, because Now they're pre-threaded or whatever. You don't want to strip that out. Oh, there's nothing there. I'll just cram it in there. Cross-threading is just built-in Loctite. This one I stripped the threads out of, I think. This one and this one are good. I did that the first time around, and I think that I just noticed it now. Or I confirmed it now. I noticed it previously. Okay, so now there's a loose rattly nut in there. Cool. Now it's flat again. Let me read all the bits. Oh, short rod tube. Is that this? Is there another one of these somewhere? No, that can't be this. This is way too thin of a hole. What does he mean by short rod tube? Oh, short rod from the hardware kit plus the tube is this entire assembly. Gotcha. And I got this hardware kit after he said that this bit is too thin or too short. So I could use. So this seems like a talon claw length rod. I'm going to use this slightly longer one. By slightly, I mean like 1.5 centimeters longer. Not a Caliburn one, just a little bit extra. And I'll break the rubber band because it's on too tight. There we go. Problem solved. Which one was it? This one? Nope. This one. I think. Yep. So you can see, this is the one that came with the kit. This is the one that I'm going to use. Slightly longer on this one. And then this I'll put back with the kit in case I need to use it. But it seems like it's just a standard talon claw length one. Okay. This. I don't know why there's two. That came with the skewer one. So I'll put that one back. Because that's not supposed to be there, I don't think. It's like an extra in case you bend it or something. Okay. Assembly. Rod goes through the butt. I don't know how far you're supposed to thread this. Doesn't say. Sure, that seems good to me. This goes on there right now. This needs lube. Where did I put the slim lube? There it is. Okay, hopefully this doesn't become a lubey mess. So I'll stick a bit of lube down the plunger hole. Yep, that's nice and smooth. Okay. Now spring, which came with it. Here it is. Wham. Okay, let me go through this before I fully assemble this. I put the things on the front, I put the collet in there. I didn't grease the middle of the collet, which I was supposed to not do. I haven't greased the outside of these yet, but I'll do that in a bit. I assembled the plunger correctly. I put the spring on, I put this on. Like that. I put the nut here. Put the nut over that. But I think I'm supposed to do that after I put the screws on that. Oh, he wants me to set it like that, and then put the thing inside, and then tilt it, and then put... Okay, got it. Yeah. And then this on the end of this. Nice and tight there. Oh yeah, it's starting to bow this out. A little bit. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. The skewer bit of the skewer has been made. Okay, let's scroll down, and I'll lube those before I put them in the plunger tube. Actually, no, the plunger tube's pre-lubed. Oh, I might drizzle a little extra on. Pull the trigger to drop the sear before doing this part. Yeah, I know, that's part of the Talon Claw lineage of this. So how lubey is this? It seems like enough. Ooh! The O-ring came off that when I was doing that. Bloop. There we go. Okay, now this is done. Okay, in you go. Oh, pull down the trigger. Tilt that. Okay, that's lined up. And yep. It's mostly flat. I'm going to twist those in a little bit with a pair of pliers. Or with my fingers. No, pair of pliers. Just on the very end where it doesn't really matter, because there's no threads. Yeah, it's this one right here, which is a bit long. Okay. Ow. I pinched my finger. There we go. Good. Okay. Okay. And 3 nuts. These nuts. Ha! Got them. Okay. Push that down. Twist the B-nut. And then put... Oh, twist the B-nut. And then put these on there. Oh. So... that was step 8, was putting that on. Now step 9 is putting the nuts on. Cross-threading is just one-time Loctite, but I want to avoid it right now. I didn't mangle these threads when I put on the thing. Or when I twisted these down. It's fine. Just needs a little bit of extra. There we go. That's 1. Time for nut number 2. Nut number 2, done. Okay, time for nut number 3. Which I'll lift this up and move that there to get extra space. There we go. Okay, these ones don't need to be super tight. Gotcha. I'm not going to super tighten them, but I am going to tighten them until they don't rattle. Kind of move around the B-nut a bit. There we go. Lift up, drop down. Oh. Bottommost one needs to be a little bit turned to fit in the grooves. There we go. Seems like that one also needs a little bit more tight on that one. Is the threaded rod sticking out too far on that one? Oh, looks like it. There we go. That's good now. There we go. Okay. And then there's one screw on the top of that and one screw on the bottom of that. I want to know what these little white things are for and why my finger is sticky. I don't like that. I want to know what these bits are for. These little white things with holes in them. I'm sure that, I hope they're used, because I'm interested. If not, I'll ask Taffy himself. Oh, let's fix that lighting. There we go. Hold this in a position that you can kind of see. Oh. That is not going in. Is it just not? There we go. I really needed to cram it in to get it to start threading. Okay. Second screw. Nope. Go in the hole. There we go. I'm going to do the same thing I did for the last one and really cram that in there to get it to start threading. That time that one worked. Oh yeah, you can see the B-nut just kind of up against the back cap. Okay. It's so short with a no barrel. This is really short and handy with no barrel. Okay, let's try priming it. Oh wow, that's really light. You can deprime it. Cool. Okay. Step. So that was step 9, putting in the nuts. Step 10 is the last one, apparently. 1, do this first. What's doing this first? putting in the barrel. Okay. Right. Okay. So unscrew the end of this. I need to get this in the frame. I'm sorry. This is far from a instructional video, but you know, figured I might as well record it. Okay. So this, and then I need one of these. No, one of these. The medium-sized ones. Around the barrel. Oh, these are both chamfered. Nice. Gucci barrel. I'll put that in there, I suppose. And not lube that. Okay. And this goes in there. Like that. There's probably good. Like that. Screwing in the barrel tightening screw. Okay, so that's now squeezed in place by that O-ring. This needs one more nut. I think this is the last nut. Woo! Free nut! Hey guys, I got a free nut. We got pistachios, pecans, lots of nuts in there. Got all their various major nuts. What am I doing? Oh, okay. It wants me to... Okay. It wants me to put this on, tighten it all the way first, then put in the barrel. That wasn't clear. Okay. So I guess let's undo this. I just put in Taffy's chat that should be changed. Is that loose enough? Nope. There we go. Oh wow, so yeah, it like ate the O-ring. You can see it better there. Ew. Gross. Do not eat that. It's not food. Yeah, that's funky. Okay. So let's try this again. This goes on here first. It wasn't clear what it was pointing to as the do this first. I'm doing this on 5 hours of sleep to simulate someone who's either tired or dumb, or both. Okay, there we go. Now that's on, like that. Then we can do this. Okay, loosen this slightly, so I was tightening it like that, so I'm going to loosen it like that. Then I put in this barrel with the locker in it. Yep. After I make sure that the barrel is seating correctly. Oh, I should add lube to those bits. I usually do that on my talon claws and stuff. Lube to the O-rings. What? Oh, that's what this screw goes into. I'll have to remember to put that back. Okay, a little bit of lube here. And on this side too. Yep. And then this barrel in. Proper length. Then those in. At that same proper length. Then I take this out because I remember that nut fell out. Pull that back. Okay, there we go. Now that in, now this in. Now this in. Now tighten this. No. Wait, okay. Okay, I see. That through that. I don't think this is how you're supposed to do it, but this is how I'm doing it. Is that how I'm doing it? No. What? Okay, I'm definitely doing this out of order. Let's do like that. Yeah, all looks good to me. And then hold this forward, then tighten that, or loosen, swivel that down, then move that forwards, then move that in, then make sure this is straight, then tighten this, and hope that the nut didn't fall out again. Doesn't look like it did. Good. Make sure that's tight. And then, finally, add the last bit. A nut there. And did they... Nope. There is no short screw for that, but that's fine. I still have a few from, I'm gonna get these from my giant bag of slug stuff. One of those, I think, is the correct size. Yep, and then that goes in this. So this goes over the barrel, like this. Yep. And then put that in there, then put this in there. Make sure that it's straight. That looks good to me. Hold that in place while I tighten this. Oh, you can still turn that. Even one tighten that down all the way. Interesting. Okay. Close up the lube before I have a lube disaster on my desk. Which sounds like a euphemism, but it's actually a literal problem. Okay. Lube. Sparrow rings, that's a small variety. Big, medium, or small, medium, big, super small. And skewer. Can you see it better down here? No. I'll do it like this. There you go. Skewer. Yeah, I don't like this bit. It's not tight. So I'll just chuck that in the baggie of extra bits. Along with those. And I'll put the slim lube in my big old baggie of extra slug stuff. Which is not that one. It's this one. Bam. Skewer. Done. Looking good. Little bit of fraying stuff on the edges of these because I couldn't fully like cut them down because then the knot would break, because I know that knots break when you do that because I'm a Boy Scout and that's how knots work good. Seems like the sear is working fine, even with that janky widening the hole and using a hex standoff instead of the normal spacer. This seems to have a reasonable seal. Yeah. Good enough for me. Cool. Oh, wait. And I have... Nope. Oh, where is it? Here it is. I have not my most recent scar, but I have a scar to put on it. There you go. Skewer. By Taffy Designs. Or by Caramile? Charmander Designs. Skewer. Done.